Hello and welcome to Yoga with McKenzie. My name is McKenzie Raymond, and I'm going to be leading you through short practices with the intention of allowing you to come into your body and return to love within yourself. Today's practice has a focus on arrival. We'll be slowing down and grounding into the earth. And I also want this to be an open invitation for you to explore the use of props. So go ahead and gather some props. You'll want a strap, blocks, and a blanket. Please feel free to get creative. If you don't have yoga props, you can always use books for blocks or soup cans even. This is your practice, so do what you need to. On that note, I also want to bring up, because these are pre-recorded videos, you have the option to really tailor every single video to your need. So please feel free to pause the video, rewind, rewatch something if it's not clear enough the first time. Make this your practice. If you want to spend a couple extra breaths in a pose or in Shavasana, please do that for yourself. I want to encourage you today to really tune into the subtleties of the body, of your own intuition and inner guidance, and know that you know exactly what you need. Opening the blanket long and starting to roll, creating a nice blanket roll for yourself. It'll look like this. You can let your blanket roll come to the top of your mat for now. And we'll begin by setting intention. Draw the palms together, pressing the side edges of the thumbs into the heart. Close down the eyes and enjoy some big breaths, allowing yourself to arrive here. Tuning into your heartbeat. I invite you to set an intention for yourself for our practice today. If there's a sensation you'd love to experience, or maybe a desired outcome from our practice, allow yourself to cultivate one word that embodies that desire. My intention for our practice is arrival. Enjoy 2 more breaths. We'll flutter open the eyes, bring the gaze straight ahead, take a big sweep up with the arms, gaze comes up, palms touch and come back through the heart. Sweep the arms on your inhale again. Exhale, gently twist to the right, right hand grounds behind you. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper past the right shoulder. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, twist to the opposite side, lengthening on your inhale once you've arrived, grounding into the sits bones and reaching the crown high. And as you exhale, twisting deeper, gazing past your left shoulder, pressing the right hand into the left thigh and breathing. Next inhale, arms can reach high. Exhale, cactus, open the arms, shine the heart forward. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, plant the right hand down, lift and lengthen out of the left side. And as you exhale, bend to the right. You can bend into the right elbow and ground here, staying right where you are. Maybe If it feels okay for you, on your exhale, rotating the left side of your heart towards the sky, letting this twist come from your core. And then as you inhale, press the earth away under the right palm, arms reach. Exhale, cactus open, active through the palms and the fingertips. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, ground the left hand next to the left hip. Inhale, lengthen through the right side even more. And as you exhale, bend into the left elbow as you lengthen through the right side body. Stay right where you are if this feels good for you. Option to rotate the right side of the heart towards the sky. Feeling this spreading through the ribs. And then inhale, bring yourself back through center. Exhale, cactus open. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, hands come through heart center. Plant the hands over the shins, begin to transfer weight, and then lift the hips and move into your tabletop pose. Stack the shoulders right over the wrists, hips over the knees, untuck the toes here. Inhale, send the gaze up, spread through those sits bones. And as you exhale, pull your belly button towards your spine, empty your air out completely. Inhale, reaching the heart forward again. For your cow pose, and exhaling back to your cat pose. Empty out your air completely before inhaling to reach the sits bones back and the heart forward. Find one more cat pose. Find your neutral spine. Reach for your blanket roll and bring your blanket roll onto the ankles. Take a big inhale here, and as you exhale, send the hips back, spread through those sits bones until your hips reach your blanket roll, and then release those arms long. You can find a little movement in the hips from right to left, and then allow yourself to find stillness here in this child's pose, forehead or chin resting on the earth. With your next inhale, draw your gaze forward, and as you exhale, shift the hips back to your neutral tabletop spine. Bring your block to the left side of your mat. You can keep it on that medium height. And then find your tabletop again. Shoot your right foot out to the side. Ground completely down into the bottom of the foot. And as you inhale, shift weight forward. As you exhale, shift weight back. Energetically press into the side edge of your right foot and continue to ground completely into the earth through that side. Pause with your shoulders stacked over your wrist once again. Ground into your right palm. Inhale, lift your left arm high. Reach up towards the sky. And as you exhale, the left ear comes to the earth. Left arm threads behind the right wrist. You can always bring a blanket under your left shoulder to bring the earth closer to you. Continue to ground into that right foot. You can either stay here or on an inhale, crawl the right fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. If you would like even more on an exhale, externally rotate the right arm around, placing the back of the hand onto the low back or tucking into that left hip crease. Wherever you are, inhale, think about lengthening through the spine. As you exhale, press into the left arm and spiral your heart towards the sky even more. Inhale, release that right arm back under the shoulder if it's not already there. Exhale here. And then with your next inhale, press into the right palm. Lift all the way back up towards the sky with the fingertips and back to your tabletop pose. Engage your core. As you inhale, lift up, hands onto the hips. Keep pressing out through that right foot. Arms sweep high. Keep that right arm lengthening, and as you exhale, bend to the left. The block is there to support you. Just like we did earlier, you can either stay here or on your exhale, rotate the right side of the rib cage towards the sky. Use your exhale to press yourself away from the block. Arms can come to a T, back to tabletop, and find a seedling's child's pose for another moment for just about 2 breaths. Press yourself back to sit on your heel. We'll move our blocks to the right side of our bodies and then back to tabletop. Big inhale and big exhale here. Shoot the side edge of that left foot long. Inhale, shift weight forward, and exhale, shift weight back. Notice what's here in that inner leg line. Honor how this side might be different than the last. Enjoy 2 more in each direction, moving with the breath, inhaling forward and exhaling back. And then pause with shoulders stacked over the wrists. Inhale, left arm reaches towards the sky. Big twist as you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm behind the left wrist. And you can bring a blanket under the right shoulder if you need. Pause here. At least 2 breaths. If you would like to go deeper, you can crawl the left fingertips forward. And on an exhale, externally rotate through the left arm, bringing the back of the hand to the low back or tucking into the right hip crease. Wherever you are, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Keep pressing into the bottom of the left foot. Exhale, spiral the left side of your heart towards the sky and breathe. Next inhale, left arm grounds back down to the earth. Exhale, use your inhale to press the earth away. Right arm reaches high. Exhale, right arm back under the right shoulder. Engage the core. Inhale, lift up, arms sweep high. Exhale, right arm reaches down as you slowly bend over to the right. Gazing up towards the sky, lengthening all the way from the left fingertips out through the side edge of the left foot. And if you'd like, rotating on an exhale, bringing the heart parallel to the ceiling. Next, exhale, press your right hand into that block, come through to center. You can tee the arms. And then exhale back, hands plant, left knee in, and a child's pose. Inhale, shift your weight back to your tabletop. Ground into the feet, bend into the knees. Reach for your blanket roll. Place the blanket roll on top of the ankles and then tuck each of the tails of the blanket around to the back of your heels. Walk your feet together. Allow the soles of the feet to come to press. And then knees splay open, and you can reach for the tails between your legs and pull them to tighten those feet together even more. You should have this beautiful nest for your ankles. And then bring your hands to either side of your hips. Inhale, lift, and ground back into your sits bones and the earth. From here, you're welcome to reach for your blocks and bring a block under each of the thighs or the knees. This feels supportive for you. With any of the props, we are bringing the earth closer to our bodies so that we can move into poses with more depth, with ease, in a more gentle way. And so I invite you to use the props, bring the earth closer to yourself, and really feel into the support that the props can offer. From here, big inhale with those arms. Exhale, hands to the heart. Close down the eyes. Inhale, lift and lengthen through the spine. As you exhale, lead with the heart. Forward fold over the legs. Release the arms down. Nice and long. You can let the forehead rest on the blanket if it's available, or hover right here. Notice if the body is inviting you to go deeper. And if it is, make an adjustment for yourself. For example, removing the blocks from under the thighs, maybe even curling the arms farther away from the hips. Take what you need here, and we'll stay for a few more breaths. If the body's not inviting you to go deeper, stay right where you are and see if you can stay committed to your own stillness. With your next inhale, slowly draw the forehead off of the support. Inhale, press yourself up. Take your time. Bring the hands to the outer thighs. On your exhale, assist the knees back together. You can plant the feet down and remove your blanket roll. Hands can come to either sides of the hips. Walk your feet wider than hip width distance apart. And then as you exhale, let the legs fall to the right. Inhale, knees come together, and exhale over to the left, gazing towards the right. Move with the breath, inhaling knees through center, and exhaling, the knees fall in the opposite direction. Walking those feet back together. We'll cross at the ankles once again, planting the hands down. Move back through your tabletop. Reach for a block. Set yourself up here. Block will come onto your mat. And then if you'd like more support, you can even bring your folded blanket to the block as well. Once your props are set up, I'll invite you to find your tabletop pose and bring each of your shins to either side of the block. Bring your knees together to touch, and then be forward enough so that when you send the hips back on your exhale, the block is directly under your sits bones. Take a big inhale in this tabletop, knees together, tops of the feet are on either side of the block, and as you exhale, slowly release down. Now notice here, you want your sits bones to be right on the edge of the block, bones grounding onto the middle of that block. Allow your knees to be together. If the knees are wanting to lift off of the earth, you could lift the hips with another block, and this will just take some of that tension away. So find your hero's pose where you can find a sensation without there being pain. We'll bring the palms face down and close into the eyes and enjoy a few breaths right where you are. Enjoy 2 more breaths, breathing into the belly. Gently flutter open the eyes. Plant the hands forward, lift the hips off of your prop. You can reach back and remove your props for now. Draw the left toes back, pressing into the ball of your foot. Exhale, flex into your heel. Inhale, roll over the top of the foot and the toes. And enjoy some activation here through the calf, rolling over the front of the foot. And then pausing with your neutral spine. Take an inhale, and as you exhale, draw your left toes over to the right side of your mat. Inhale, gazing between the hands. Exhale, peek around your right shoulder at the left toes and breathe into all that you are feeling here. With your next inhale, slowly draw the left toes back. We'll draw the left knee under the left hip. Send the hips back for a gentle child's pose, finding a little movement in the hips once you're there. Inhale your weight back into your hands, tabletop. Draw your right toes behind you, pressing into the ball of the right foot. Exhale to press the heel away. Inhale, roll over the top of the foot and the toes. As you are ready, inhale the right toes over to the left side of your mat. Pause here and join a few breaths right where you are. Press out through the right heel. Big inhale, and as you exhale, peek around the left shoulder, gazing at the right toes and enjoying some breath. As you feel complete, draw the right knee back under the right hip. And exhale, find your comfortable child's pose. Inhale to press yourself up. Sitting back onto the heels. Plant your palms behind your sits bones. Bringing weight into the hands, little bend in the elbows. Inhale to reach the heart up, and exhale, stay right where you are. If you want more, you can inhale and lift the hips away from the heels. Exhale, back down. Inhale, press off of the palms. Rotate the hips around to one side. Blanket roll to the top of your mat, and then have a block next to the side edge of your mat. Inhale to lengthen long, nice flat back. Exhale, slowly roll down one vertebra at a time. Inhale, hug the knees in and find a little rocking from right to left, massaging the low back. A full body stretch. Plant the feet back into the earth. Arms can come alongside the body. Cross the right knee over the left like you're sitting cross-legged in a chair. As you inhale, draw the knees and the forehead together and hold either under the knees by the ankles, or if you can reach, hold the bottoms of the feet. Exhale, lower the head back down. As the hands pull the feet towards your body, as your hands pull your feet towards your armpits, energetically press into the side edges of the feet away from yourself. Next, exhale, gently release the hands and release the left foot back to the earth. Open the arms into a cactus, bent at the elbows, or wide into a T. Take a big inhale, and as you exhale, let the legs fall to the left. You can pick up your left hip and scoot it to the right, and then find more space. If those legs are hovering, it's a great place to bring a block or a blanket to bring the earth closer to the legs so that they can feel fully supported. If it's okay for the neck, send your gaze past the right shoulder, gazing past the fingertips, and then enjoy this big twist. Finish the breath you're on, and then take 2 more full inhales and full exhales. Gently slide your left hand to meet the right thigh. And then as you inhale, roll onto the bottom of the left foot, using the left hand to assist your legs back through center Take your time, move slowly, shift those hips back, uncross the knees, and give yourself a giant hug. Exhale, enjoy your full body stretch. Plant the feet, ground into the feet once again, bending through the knees. Arms can come alongside the body, cross the left knee over the right. Inhale, forehead and knees together, hands hold under the knees, on the ankles, or reaching for the outer edges of the feet. Honor where you are today. Use your exhale to ground through the upper body again. And then energetically pull the hands and the feet towards the body and press the side edges of your feet into your hands. Exhale to release the feet, ground into the bottom of the right foot. Arms can reach into a T or a cactus. Take a big inhale. Exhale, legs fall to the right. Scoot your hips behind you and gaze past the left shoulder. Notice how this side might be different and bring any support that you need under the legs. Enjoy 2 more breaths right where you are. Gently slide the right palm to the inside of the left leg. Inhale to assist the legs through center. Shift the hips back square. Uncross the knees and give yourself a giant hug. Exhale, enjoy a full body stretch. Give yourself a giant hug. Exhale, release into your final Shavasana pose. I'll suggest bringing blocks for your heels to rest on and the blanket roll for under your knees. Slowly exhale to roll down and find your final Shavasana pose, resting. Soften the crown of your head. Relax your temples. Soften your brow and the space in between. Relax the close of your eyes. Travel down the canals of the ears, softening as you go. Relax the cheeks and the bridge of the nose. Unclench your jaw. Separate your lips slightly and let your tongue rest. Relax the throat and the neck. Soften the tops of the shoulders. Travel down the arms. Relaxing the elbows and the wrists. Imagine anything that no longer serves you. Releasing through the fingertips. Come back to the heart and soften the front of the chest and the back of the shoulders. Remember the word that you set as your intention. Notice how this word held you in practice and how it may continue to hold you off of your mat. Soften the ribs and the belly. Relax the low back and the hips. Travel down the legs, softening any remaining tension in the knees or the ankles. Relaxing completely through the toes and the bottoms of the feet. And imagine with your next 3 breaths that you are filling up the entirety of your body and mind with the word that you set for yourself. Take 3 more breaths. As you feel ready, wiggling the fingers and the toes. Enjoying a full body stretch. Bending back into the knees and rolling over to whichever side you prefer. Rolling into a little fetal position once you've arrived. On your exhale, pressing the earth away under the palms. Coming back to your comfortable seat. We'll close out our practice with the eyes closed, hands at the heart. Bow your chin towards your chest and take a moment to acknowledge yourself, acknowledging your inner guidance and truth and all of the subtle messages that are constantly being fired within you. Give yourself big gratitude for showing up on your mat. Letting the hands up to the third eye. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice and being a part of this beautiful online community that we are all creating as individuals. Namaste.